Behind Dutch Headlines, the who, why, and how of politics and media in the lowlands.
Hi, I'm Greg Shapiro. Here's what you need to know to join the Dutch conversation. But actually, internationals, we've done 10 episodes now, and it's not enough just to join the Dutch conversation. The Dutch government is right now working hard on job market reforms and housing market reforms. That means that if you work in the Netherlands or even live in the Netherlands, these news items will affect you. In the coming weeks, we'll do our best to focus on job market and housing market, and then on the 30th of April, we'll go crazy. One of the key characters for you to know is featured in this headline, in New Euro Boss, a hardline future. What's behind the headline? Well, this man, Jeroen Dijsselbloem. He's not just the Dutch finance minister, he's been elected president of the so-called Euro group of all Eurozone finance ministers. At issue is Dijsselbloem's bailout of the failed Dutch bank SNS Reaal. Whereas most bank bailouts come at the expense of taxpayers, this time the Dutch finance minister said, no, the investors are going to take their losses first. Is this the beginning of a new D-Bloom doctrine? You be the judge. Our next headline, Dutch coalition looks for support from opposition. But what's behind this headline? Well, the Dutch coalition, or Cabinet, is two parties. VVD and Labour PvdA. Why? Because they have a majority in the lower house of parliament, the Tweede Kamer. But they don't have a majority in the upper house, the Eerste Kamer. That means a lot of the cabinet's propositions have been struck down and nothing is getting done. Finally, Prime Minister Mark Rutte has decided we might need the support of at least one opposition party to get anything done. At issue, housing market reforms and job market reforms. These are the expat issues, folks. How will they be decided? Well, that depends. Which opposition party will be supporting the cabinet? We call it Big Budget Bingo. Let's meet the contestants. D66, cut whatever you want as long as you don't cut education. The PVV from Geert Wilders, don't slash the budget, slash the immigrants. And the Christian Democrats, they're blocking everything until they get in power again. The Queen is not playing, or is she? The Christian Union, cut whatever you want as long as you still cut those Sunday shopping hours. And the Socialist Party, don't cut anything. GroenLinks, cut carbon emissions. The Animal Rights Partij voor de Dieren, cut horse meat from your diet. And the 50-plus party, cut whatever you want as long as you don't cut my free Viagra. And now, all we need is a game show host for this wonderful budget bingo game. Someone with a bright smile who loves the camera and treats everything like a game show. Of course, it's Mark Rutte. And finally, is the Dutch coalition showing some cracks? Just this past week, Prime Minister Mark Rutte had to apologize to his own VVD party for a rotten start, and Labour leader Diederik Samsom had to apologize to the Tweede Kamer for announcing a broad orange coalition that no one knew about. But the fact is, they have announced a deadline. By the end of April, they want to have decisions on these major reforms. Stay tuned, folks. Feel free to comment and share this link. For Behind the Dutch Headlines, I'm Greg Shapiro, and for the second week in a row, thank you very much.
Behind Dutch Headlines,